Oh, it's raining. The snow is melting. But hey, just because it's a crappy day doesn't mean you can't smile. And we're gonna build and we're gonna get out on the ice before the ice is gone. That's more like it.
I'm Zachary Fowler, and you're watching Fowler's Makery and Mischief.
We're gonna go up to Moosehead Lake. I have this dream of catching cusk at Moosehead Lake. I've only ever caught one before in the ocean. I wanted to do it last year, but I didn't get out there. I didn't get it done in time, and the ice melted faster because the same thing, we were working on it.
This little beauty is the Glamper camper. Originally, I built it on an old trailer I got off a Facebook marketplace for $300, and I just built it out of exterior plywood from the hardware store with a little bit of a sleeper area inside and a hatchback area for cooking outside. After fiberglassing the corners and painting it black, we just took it on adventures for the first 2 years on the trailer. And then last year, I decided to remove the trailer, put some skis on it, cut some holes in the floor, and turn it into the world's smallest ice fishing shack. Since then, it's just sat outside for a year, and now...
This year we've gone and revitalized it. New fiberglass. Avery and I did some fiberglass work on it, took all the parts and pieces out, and Joe's been hard at work for a couple days now, putting everything back into there and refitting it to fit our Jackery, which is our sponsor for today's video. We're taking the Jackery Explorer. More on that later. Let's get this build going. What do we got left to do, Joe?
We're coming down to the wire. I mean, we got to put doors on. We gotta put the hatch on.
How are we coming down the wire? I didn't even start yet.
Well, you know, somebody's got to be doing stuff here.
Hey, we got to put it back together, door-wise, things like that. But we also have some cool stuff like Butter. Hey, Butter, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? You come out to say hi? How did you get out here? Get in there. Okay, Butter made her appearance. We have a diesel heater to put in it. After my trip to Minnesota the other day, I thought, hey, let's put a diesel heater in the Glamper.
I would say since we finally got the piano hinges, let's get the doors back on, and then we can go from there getting that heater in.
When we built this the first time, we cut some corners. Let me see that hinge there. We kind of cheated, and we put just cheap old hardware store ones on, so they rusted up a bit. Let's check it. What do you got? In this magnet? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
Sticking at all. So
no,
it's not even...
well, it does a little bit, but like, so good stainless, it barely sticks to it. These of course cost like 4 times the price, so they shouldn't rust. All right, well, let's install these, and I got some cool 3D printed gadgets for the Glamper to install as well, and then we can get out there and have some adventure. First contraption for it, we printed some of these with flexible arms that I could put on clips that go inside my pop-up, but we also printed these ones, which are going to go inside the Glamper. Now we just got to put all these together and install those. That way, when I'm sleeping, I could be fishing for cusk. I'll have that beautiful little sound of it. Fish taking line, watching Netflix, just snoozing away. If I get tired of jigging, just let it do its thing. I don't even have to wake up for the sun to come up. I can stay up late fishing and then sleep in and just listen. Wake up, freshen the bait, go outside, smell the fresh air, go back to bed. Just let the fishing thing do its thing. It's gonna be so cool. Grant designed these on the computer so they're just the right length that they'll hang out over the hole that are inside the shack. So once we tighten it up and it's swung, put away for the road trip, and then ready to be used, we can swing it out. There, now it'll be, when it's mounted on the wall, and you loosen it up a little bit, swing it out, lock it in place, let's mount the rest of this stuff up to it. A little nylon washer, so it rolls on there smoothly. Maybe I need to put a lock nut behind it, because otherwise it unwinds, Joe. It's set right now so that if it unwinds this way, it actually, the friction makes the wing nut undo itself. And the next thing I know, I wake up and the wing nut undoes itself and I hear
Off right into the water.
bloop, and there it goes. And there goes my fish. catching fish while asleep. Styling. Look at all the parts and pieces. They're a little intimidating, huh? The tank.
Yep.
And the heater.
Okay.
And we do have to, that's the exhaust, so that has to go outside.
So the one thing I did notice is we're a little tight here.
I mean, it almost fits.
We could heat it up with a heat gun, squish the back side of it flat.
You know what? You're kind of onto something because it's so close. Look at that. So don't try this at home, boys and girls. We're gonna put diesel in this thing. Fortunately, diesel is not super flammable. So as long as I don't screw up and pump regular gas into this thing, we should be okay. I guess instead of getting an extension cord out, we'll just plug her into the Jackery. Hopefully this works. We can't find our heat gun. I don't know if a hairdryer gets hot enough. We're gonna try and soften it up. It's like not even getting so hot that I can't touch it. Grab me the torch. Push down on it.
Holding your hand here.
You're as purple as your sweater now.
Press it down. I'm really straining. Oh. I'm just kind of giving a smack with the hammer.
Alright, go ahead.
If that didn't make a mark, then I don't know what would. Hey!
Tomorrow morning.
Nice.
There's your bolts.
Oh, got it. First try.
Yeah. There's a few main parts of this. We got our intake that comes off the bottom of it. So if it goes under the wall here, we got our exhaust, which can go along the wall like so, and then out through the wall. So there's that. So we got a fuel pump that it came with, and supposedly this one is quieter. And that's what everybody recommends you use. So we're gonna put this one to the side. Green is good.
Green's good. Sweet.
Alright, fire it up. That's so loud. Zip it up into the GoPro case. Does it dampen it?
I can feel it sucking it in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pulling air.
Oh, I got an idea.
It's pulling air through.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
Doing something?
Yeah, it's doing something. Yeah. It's doing something. It's starting to get to it. I'm not seeing anything come out the fuel pump side, but it is blowing air through. Come on. I know it's doing something. It's pulling air in.
It got quieter as soon as there's fuel in it. That is so reassuring, because that was pretty quiet for a second. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh. 27.
Okay, I'm hitting the button.
Yeah, so we're starting it again. It keeps erroring out. But I think it's because this is a 10 amp. What I need if I want to hook it up to the Jackery is I need like a 15 amp output, 12 volt, like cigarette lighter adapter unit of some sort that would plug into the Jackery. So we might have to take the Dakota Lithiums just to run this, but it's not a big deal. This could run all the cooking and lighting and TV time and You know, it'd be better to have redundant system anyway.
I don't know if I'm just getting tired or it's all the exhaust fumes. But I think we got it.
Now that
That's
it's
not
running,
bad. That's not
that
that
clicking has gone away. Because it's got fuel in it. It's not empty and going clunk, clunk, clunk. Alright, so we got a glow jig here. See if that, yep, that's a glowing one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it glows. And now we gotta make ourselves a glower upper tool. That's probably not the technical term, but that's what I'm calling it. I got some of these LEDs off of Amazon, and Grant helped me print a thing here. I don't know, that looks pretty good looking downside. Now we just gotta solder them all together. Other people just bought the same like LED strip that you could stick in there. That would have been smarter. I didn't realize that existed until after I already purchased these. And wowza, that's hot. Now I gotta do that a bunch more times. Warm it up, pinch it, strip it. Warm it up, pinch it, strip it. Cleanest of solderings I've ever done, but pretty good. It's that guy from that YouTube channel that always shocks himself on purpose.
Yeah. Electro boom.
Huh?
Electro boom.
Electro boom?
At 0 volts, it's pretty. I set it to maximum. It's the other way.
I feel like that right now. Here, no, you come do it.
I'm trying to quit.
It works! Alright, now I'll get it in there and hook it up to the switch. And make sure it still works after that, too. This is the beauty of this stuff. It covers up my wonderful soldering job. Nobody will ever know.
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
Handle on, I guess.
Alright, good. Let's try it out. Oh, it's just, screws are too long. We've just screwed it closed or something. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Crunch, crack, bang, rip.
Doesn't sound too bad.
No, sounds fine.
Yeah.
Little slivers out. Oh no, those are tips of screws, aren't they?
Yeah, they're little tips, but you know, don't look at it too much. Just don't look.
Hold
at
it up so I can see.
Oh, jeez. Do you really want to?
I forgot all about that from the first time we built this. If we had just remembered that there was a problem with the hinge the first time, then we could have just gotten a longer piano hinge. It was wider, and this wouldn't be happening at all.
Seems like it's working pretty good for now. I just say I wouldn't go, keep it under 100 on your snow dog.
Like, I have to drive 3 hours. Like,
I don't think it's coming off.
alright, I think it's gonna have to live for this trip out, because we're down to the wire. It's time to put it all into the vehicle, minus one little catch, and load it all up. And that's it for now. Let's get some sleep, and then I'm coming back at it and packing up and hitting the road. Alright.
Remember that Gaiutako I did of the Tanner crab Ivan Kilcher sent me? And I said I'd draw a winner of the first print from somebody that went over and commented on his crabbing video. I want that crab painting. Well, we got to frame that thing up so that you guys can have it and we can draw our winner. Unfortunately, I glued it to the desk by ironing it.
What the heck?
I thought that would make it nicer so it fit better in the frame and looked nice. But unfortunately, like I said, I glued it to the desk and I have had to steam it to get it off the desk. I managed to save it, iron it all out, and in fact it actually looks just as good as new. Maybe a little bit of antiquing going on, which I kind of like the look of. I've framed it all up though, and I'll draw our winners now. Our first place winner is Kayana Harm. shoot us an email over on fowlersmakeryandmischief.com. And if we don't hear from you within a week, our second place runner-up, Mark Quacken Duck Bush 4505 or whatever, will have his chance at getting the Gayutaku. And if you're not a winner, hey, you can always go over to our website and purchase one of our Gayutaku t-shirts, posters, or calendars. But for now, let's get out the door. I'll frame up Ivan's before I go to see him in a couple weeks. Let's head up to Moosehead. Alright, Snow Dog is all loaded up. We're up here in Moosehead Lake. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I was a little bit nervous coming up. People at the store were like, oh, it's pretty bad out there. And it is, but, you know, it's not that bad. It's not like it's the North Pole or something. It'd be a lot worse. So, we're going for it. Let's do this. 35 feet, it seems pretty good. Good a place as any. The lights turn themselves on in here. These are just the little 3 AAA battery lights. So until I plug the Jackery in and turn it on. Let's see, we gotta rearrange stuff and drill some holes in here. It looks like everything survived the trip over here, at least. It's deep here. Lose those. That's better. So yellow. No! I screwed up a little. I didn't do a very good job of drilling my hole to straighten it out. I ended up ripping into the side of my thing. I need bigger hole clearances. Oh no! First fail. Fortunately I got the other arm, but that 3D print wasn't strong enough. Exhaust is exhausting out. The back is open, so air is coming from that. I do have something though, so just in case, so I can keep a hold of what's going on there. It smells a little funny right now because it's brand new. We got our CO2 detector. I will hang it over here underneath the netting. And if it beeps, we know we gotta hit the street. Alright, I'm gonna get my little fella with the drop reel. I see fun drop reel on there. Fun to say, fun to fish. This is Red Zone Wireless. It's the Glamper camper. We're just doing it we're doing it with
with style. Check this out, my little glow guy for glowing up my jig. I made it so it plugs right into the fish finder here, and then I can just flip it on. And last time I remember sitting here for hours and my butt getting a little sore. I thought maybe one of these little heater pads, one for my feet and one for under my butt, because I remember my feet getting a little cold sitting here. I don't think that's gonna happen this time, because last time I had that little propane heater that almost killed me. I had such a headache the next day, and then I realized, like, oh, I had carbon monoxide poisoning. I could have died. Pretty happy with that. The heater's warm. I'm warm. My little electric thing is melting the hole out. Let's get a minnow in the game. We'll go with the small guy, see what happens. One of these guys on there. On the hook. Oh, you fella. Going down. There's some fish down there. Well, we're sitting here. Let's see if the TV actually works. There we go. We got TV. And we're watching River Monsters.
Every single piece of scientific research I found is the means of catching piranha. The techniques where you're being quiet and stealthy easily remove a lump of flesh in a single bite.
Minnow head with a glow jig. Let's glow it up. Boop, 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 boop. Let's get a dance party in there. Woo! It's all glowed up now. Goes dropping down, dropping down. There's all kinds of stuff down there, but it's marking kind of small. Fish on. What do we got? What do we got? Little fish, little fish. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I got a cusk. I got a cusk. Oh my goodness, it's a little one. Look at it. Look at, the little thing. Oh my goodness. It's the tiniest of fishes. Look at the little fella. There we go. First one of the trip. Whew. Well, hopefully that's not the biggest one that we catch all night. We're getting, or the only one we catch. Well, I hope the irony is not lost on you. We're sitting here watching Jeremy Wade's River Monsters, and we caught a very not so monster, tiniest of tiny. It was a beautiful chase though. That was exactly what we're looking for to hook our ice fishing suit. Oh, we got one moving. It's taking line, taking line. I'll let him take some line. Oh, yeah, fish on. A little bit better, but not much. Oh, bigger than the last one. We're working our way up. We're moving our way up. Almost enough. But we're doing good, so I'm gonna send him back too. I don't see any reason why we can't upgrade. I think I might take a little step outside and see about rigging up a little pizza I got in the I can still, oh, fish on. Jeepers. I was just like jigging it around. It was on the bottom. He hadn't even run with it yet. This might be the one. Might be a keeper. Oh yeah. There we go. Not super fat, but seems like there's a lot of them. Two of these guys. I mean, this is just a little eel thing, but that'll make for some good breakfast. I've got a little measurement on the side here. 16. I think I'm gonna throw that pizza in the fryer and this guy in the kill bag. Kinda cool and kinda not cool. Like, I don't really want my oranges to freeze. I don't want my eggs to freeze. Diesel heater seems to be doing good. Exhaust pipe is not hot. The insulation around it. And Jackery's down to 89%. It's probably at 89% because I was using that hole melter. I doubt anything else has used that much power. And it's like gonna be always the hot plate and all this stuff that uses all the power. The lights themselves, you know, and the TV really doesn't consume much at all. I picked this little personal one here that I think it's gonna fit right inside of there. Would you look at that? Put it for 12 minutes. I don't know what I got. Orville Redenbacher mini bag. What did I do? Who wants a mini bag? What kind of a weirdo? Okay, look, it's got 4 kernels in there. Actually, it might work good for this one because this microwave usually burns stuff because it's so tiny it doesn't turn right. All right, mini bag. Boom, pop. Oh, a blue breaker. Pop the fuse. Pop the fuse. One too many things at a time. Oh, it didn't do that. Trip that thing over there. Do the popcorn first. That's crazy. I've run a table saw and a chop saw and a sander at the same time off of this power pack. But the cookers use a lot of juice. I don't know what it uses. Microwave all at the same time, plus all the lights, the TV's on, everything else. Oh no, I gotta wait for my popcorn to cook before I can cook my pizza. Such a hard life. There we go. Hey, that's not too bad. Hey, Chihuahua. Well, I love the diesel heater way more. Just a little cute little bag of popcorn. I picked the kettle corn. I like the kettle corn. Oh, pizza's done and fish is on.
It's strong and heavy. Look at this.
Ah, it's a small one.
Wait.
Oh, it tangled around my own line. Alright, another little guy. Sending him back. Oh, there's our pizza dinging again. Got a little pizza. Look at that. It's a little pizza. It's a little pizza. Turned out pretty good. Nice and toasty. Warm, hot pizza. Little pickled red onions on top. So let's say grace. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for the fish already. Pray just give us a big one. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeehaw! Glamping it. Got my food. Cozy. You know? I mean, what else can you ask for? Maybe a bigger fish. I mean, you can always ask for more, but I'm pretty darn happy with everything I got. Watch some Chosen, have some food, and then I think sack out. It is, 11:30. You guys ever had this crispy chili sauces of different sorts? They're like, all kinds of different people make them. It's basically oil and chili pepper, like kind of like having red pepper flakes but suspended in oil. Makes a delicious crunchiness on everything. There we go. That's good. That turned a frozen DiGiorno into Mamma Mia. we go. Oh, oh, it's a good one. It's a good. Oh, look at that. There's a better one, huh? That's a good size. Let's see. Let's measure him up. 21 and a half. That's a nice looking fish. Boy, I got a feeling like if I try to go to bed, I'm gonna be up like every 20 minutes. Like, let's see, how long has it been? Started the show, been 15 minutes. Man, I pulled it up through the other hole too. He ran around, he grabbed the bait, and he ran around my jigging line. Little stinker.
Even though it wasn't exactly 20 minutes, my TV watching did keep getting interrupted by all this rattling and fish catching. After a few more hours, I got ready for bed, and before I could even get into my sleeping bag, another fish.
Oh, it's a monster!
Your father and I just have to make a decision.
Woo! Catching fish from bed. That's a good one. It's another 22 inches.
I re-rigged, turned off the lights, but before I could even fall asleep...
Oh yeah, it's another nice one. Here's your good boy. Who's a good boy?
Another nice eater, so I threw it in the kill bag underneath the bed and re-rigged with the same dead minnow because they didn't seem to care, and immediately got a bite. But I kind of jerked the line out of its mouth because it felt small, re-rigged, turned out the lights, and around 3 a.m. I got another one.
Ah, another good sized fish. See ya.
I was so tired I just chucked it back down the hole and didn't bother to re-rig until the sun came up.
Deuce, it's 11. Slept in till almost 11. That felt good. That felt really good. Heat's cranking out. It's nice and warm in here. I had to open the window. It was so warm. So I get some fresh air, and then it keeps blowing in little bits of snow every once in a while. It's just so blustery out there. 40-mile-an-hour winds for sure. It's like, let me see what it says. Feels like is 3. Well, we can't have any adventures while we're in bed. I mean, we sort of can. Caught quite a few of those last night. I could put a couple out there on the ice where I could look out from here. Maybe set them at about 2 feet. Yeehaw. Let's giddy up. I do like the Glamper. It's kind of nice. How cool would it be a big old 4 Seasons one, you know? Big ice shack. I've been keeping the oranges. You wouldn't believe it, but they make great hand. Like after I wash my hands in the hole, get the fish smell off, and then scrub your hand with a clementine or whatever these are, and just the peel. So I kept the peels, and now I'm happy I did, because I slept, and I sleep like this sometimes and stuff. You know, you're like, fish. Wind. Woo. Ay. Beautiful, look at this view out here today. Oh my goodness. I saw somebody come over and pull one up over there, and he had it down like 2 feet, so he's trying for salmon or brookies or something like that. I'll set the same, I think, a little row of them. So that's not bad out here, and as long as the wind doesn't every once in a while pick up again, those gusts. Oh my goodness, I've only used 1.5 inches of the diesel. That's crazy. I wonder how much battery I have. I don't have any way of testing that. Jackery says 49%. I did want to do this in advance and have these on the roof, but these ones are too long.
These are their Solar Saga 200 watts. With 2 of these set up, I'll have 400 watts, which should help out pretty good for a cloudy day like it is today. They also have a Solar Saga 500 watts. 2 of those really would have helped me charge and keep some charge on this thing. But I actually want something mounted to the roof, and they have a Solar Saga 100s is probably what I'm gonna go for in the end. 3 on the roof, screwed on and working for me all the time is way better than sleeping in till noon and then setting these up at 2 o'clock for the last 2 hours of daylight.
There we go, we are charging. Charging through the adventure. Adventure. We gotta punch some holes. Alright, we got 3 traps out. 1, 2, 3. Set at like, I think that one's 2 feet, maybe 8 or 10 feet. And then like 4 feet below the ice. I'm gonna make some chicken pho because I want to get back inside. And the coffee. Yep. Oh, it's already come to a boil. I am stoked. The winds here are consistent. I got the angle of the Glamper just right. It's this way. The wind coming, so I'm behind here. I'm protected. Step out, and it's like that. What is it? That Sony dog or whatever. That, you know, the sound coming blasting you in the face.
Accept. It's worth it.
Into the cup. I want to cook the fish, but I don't want to have my hands exposed for that long to cook up one of the fishes, so maybe I'll save those for getting home and then printing it and then cooking it for the kids and stuff. Cook a fun dish there in the Catch and Cook kitchen for an episode there. Oh yeah. Oh, Americano. I'm in. Woo! Oh, it's getting chilly. It's getting a little chilly. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Cool. I can see all my flags from here. Oh. That's so good. It's so rich. And so strong. It's so cozy. We just need fish. Where have all the fishes gone? They've retired for the day. So we got 4 hours. 4 hours till dark. I bet you the bite will pick up at 4 o'clock. Oh. Would you look at that? Ooh, it smells delicious. It looks delicious. It's a great light breakfasty thing. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for the fish thus far. Bless this evening and all the contraptions in here that they keep working and keep me alive. Till tomorrow. In Jesus' name, amen. some chili crisp for pickling some of that pickled red onions. That is the trick. Just doctor it up just a teeny bit. 99-cent Dollar General thing of noodles into, gourmet. It's way late in the day for finally getting around to this. My Bible. Need my glasses. Wait for the fish to come. Now that we're all set, I can see my lure on here. Yeah.
Dear Diary, when I was reading the Bible the other day, I noticed that God's second command ever to us was to go fishing. Or at least that's how I took it. When I was reading Genesis 1:28, it says, God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it. That's command number 1. Command number 2 is have dominion over the fish of the sea. That's gotta mean go fishing, right? What else are you gonna do with fish? It's not like you're gonna ride them. You're gonna harness one up and graze it and shear it for fleece? No. If you're gonna subdue the fish of the sea, you gotta catch them first. So I'm pretty sure that as long as you've done command number 1 and you've been fruitful and multiplied and made sure your wife and family are happy, then you're allowed to go fishing. In fact, one might say that that's actually God's command to us, to get out there, subdue those fish, and have a great time in his outdoors.
Oh, good coffee, the good book, the good coffee, good company. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, guys. Ooh, we got fish. I got fish. Fish on the hunt. Oh, he just cruised right past. Fishes. Fishes everywhere. Come on, bite. Alright. I'm gonna try to add the Jackery. There she is. Boom. Connecting. Okay. There we go. The app's connected. Now I can keep an eye on it while I'm inside. I want to stop at maybe 7%, save it for coffee in the morning, things like that. I don't want to waste it all on TV. So last night was a nice little night of some TV time. I may do a little bit, like one more show, and at some point, if I start getting real bored. Otherwise, I can always listen to an audiobook or something like that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Down to the bottom for good old Cusk bites. I did want to catch a lake trout, but they don't seem to want to have anything to do with me, so I guess not this trip. I mean, night is still early. I just don't think they bite after dark kind of thing, you know? Kind of a early morning and dusk thing right now. If we don't catch one now, I don't think we're gonna have one. Get our little flaggy-do light up thing on here. I had to make a 3D printed one of these that just clips right on. Hard to set when your fingers are cold. All right. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. back inside where it's warm. See if we hear that bell dinging and fishes doing their things. Really, I see a flag out there with a little light blinking. That'd be exciting. Did I catch one? You gotta be kidding me. I catch like the littlest. The little again. Ugh, caught the bottom. That is not something that grew down there. That's like teddy bear stuffing. That's not weeds. Alright, we'll throw that out. Fish on. What do we got? Feels like a small fish. Oh! We got a small cusk. A little guy. Try a big old dinner bell. Charge it up. Seems like a big lure for this little rod. Nice. That's what I wanted. Wanted to come right in and snagged him hooked up. I think I gotta tighten my drag a little. Gonna land him. It's not huge by any means. But I got him. Nope, and he got wrapped around my other line. I had a feeling he would. They tend to swim to the side and all around and spin everything up. First one of the night, right on the aqua view. That's what I was trying for this whole time. Let's see if one of these walleye ones, triangles, things work with the Wonder Bread pattern. A little party in the cup here for the lure. Alright, watch this one. Look at the glow on that one. That's got some serious glow. That's gonna be big. Party at the bottom of the lake. Yeah! Get some. Come and get it. Oh, he's going after the camera. He's just gonna sit on the camera. What are you doing? Is it like a whitefish? Weird fish. Get lost, you bonehead. He's just stirring the camera up. I don't even want you. Nobody wants you. Oh, there we go. Caught him. I want you. I do want you. I'm sorry. I didn't say it. I mean to say that about not wanting you. Oh man, it's gonna end up tangled on all the other lines. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, yes. I got him one way or another. That's a nice one. Look at that. I mean, that's 20 inches. Maybe I should just pull the other lines since I'm catching them all like this until I go to bed, instead of catching my own line. There we go. That's another cusk. I think about the same size as last time, maybe? Ha-ha! Yep. Good size fish. Another nice one. I'm up to like 3 now tonight. That's awesome. Awesome. They really seem to like these dead smelt heads I'm throwing on there. Although I don't know if it would matter. Maybe it just smells more. Ah, little fella. Oh, wrong hole. Alright. 49 watts of output with the lights and the TV on. 6 hours. I mean, I could watch 2 episodes. 7 o'clock, go to bed at my usual time. 9 or so. So I can get up at 6, catch fish through the night. Not too shabby, I'd say that's pretty good. Really should have had the solar panels installed on the roof and stuff. Oh well.
Knowing what I know about the Jackery now and how it's been able to power this adventure, and it's been able to power 32 hours of adventure by the time it's all said and done, I could have totally ran a 12-volt inverter from the Jackery thing, and had I had the solar panels screwed to the roof, I'd be able to power this adventure day in and day out for as long as I could stand being out there. And the most impressive part of the whole thing is the fact that it's been 20 degrees and it is doing an awesome job. So if you need power for your next adventure, you know where to go. Check out Jackery, linked in the description below, or go directly to Jackery and tell them Fowler sent you.
The bite's slowed up a bit, so I'm taking all the rest of the bodies after taking the heads off and cutting them up real small. And we'll throw those down the hole. No bites for a bit, but I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna air fry that steak. Wasn't a cheap steak either, and I'm totally gonna do bad things to it. I'm gonna microwave it to thaw it and then finish it in the air fryer so I use the least amount of electricity. But I do have like a falafel, like a pita thing, a soft pita. I'm gonna put like some of that yum yum sauce and the sprouts and stuff and these red onions and have that on a little like steak fajita falafel, almost like a tzatziki-ish type thing. So once more into the breach.
Once more unto the breach, dear friends, Romans and countrymen.
Out there into the cold. Oh, I wish the kitchen was in here somehow.
Oh, I got a flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the chisel. It was a wind flag. Get down there. Get to fishing. Ah. And we're good to go. Oh, we got taking line. I got. Oh, that feels like a good one too. That feels like a good one. That feels like a really good one. Oh, there we go. Hey, yep, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Yeah. Whew, look at that. That's a nice one. Beautiful fish, huh? Leader. Woo! Well, I did say if I catch one on one of these out here, I'm taking this one in. It doesn't have a light on it, so I'm gonna take this one in. Oh. There we go. Nice looking steak. Adobo. I don't know if it's gonna stick to it while it's frozen. It's done. Some friend gave me some of this. It's really good. Winter spice, perfect for a night like tonight, huh? Oh, that smells all seasony and festive and perfect. Steak in the microwave and it gets the cooking. Let's say 3 minutes. All right. Air fry. Pop butter on top. Melt into it. Make a big mess. That's okay. We can clean it up tomorrow. I don't know, 15 minutes on high. Whew. So good. It's so good. Mmm. 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 Something just hit the camera. Is he coming back? There's a big one. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good one. It's, well, maybe not really, really good, but like the usual. Not like a baby. Yeah. Maybe not PB, but pretty darn close for the trip. That's pretty good. Saw him right on the Panoptics after the camera swirled, and I thought that was the sucker coming in and doing his thing. And then boom. That is a big one. That's, I don't know. That might be the PB for the trip. Same as before. Like 21, 22. That's a monster, yeah. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. Textbook, saw it. Saw the mark. Chased it with a little jiggle. Jiggled up a little bit. Came back around and boom, got him. Now my hands smell like fish. I give up. Who cares?
This cusk that I just caught when I got home was actually the one I decided to do a guy otaku of. I love the camo print on these fish. The weird thing is though, when I went and cleaned up the fish with the salt scrub, this camo pattern, which I'd love to make a sun shirt out of, like that with that pattern on it, it actually scrubbed off the fish. The pattern went away completely. It like kind of exists not on the scales, but like in the slime layer, or maybe I scrubbed all the scales off. I did the pinning of it like I usually do, and because it is a slimy fish, I wanted to be sure it was dry so it didn't put any of that into the painting. That messes up the paint and makes it not last, as well as it messes up the paper and makes it come all apart and get ruined. So I pinned it, put it in the fridge, and then the next day pulled it out, brought it up to the studio, did a couple prints, and I was having a hard time because of the size of it, and like I said, because it's a slimy fish, some of the paper was getting glued to it. I had to go really quickly. I had my brother come up and give me a hand, and he held the paper off while I did one part of it, and then worked my way down the fish, and in the end, I managed to get some really awesome prints. But I'm going to have to finish them for another video. There's going to be a lot of work to do for the eyeballs and framing and all that stuff, and we're just not going to get around to it in this video.
We have done really good. I must be up to almost 12. I'm so glad it's not a fish with a limit, you know? Like if it was like a lake trout or something like that, I'd be like, okay, well, I guess I'm done. Steak is done. Woo! All right, movie time. What am I gonna pick out for a movie? Gotta have a good movie to go with your steak and catching fish. I did just start to look up The Mummy. It's one of my favorite classics. Something about the adventure, Indiana Jones-ish, kind of like romancing the stone, saving the girl, the monster of a mummy, you know, all that good stuff. Fish finder's dead. Aquaview is dead. Garmin's dead. Aquaview is dead. The glow thing is dead. All we got is the rattle reel and just dropping them to the bottom and hauling them up and seeing if I got some flags out there. Sit here and have my steak and wait for another fish bite and enjoy my movie. Yeehaw. Ooh. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for all the fish. And just keep us warm tonight and home safe to my little family tomorrow. In Jesus' name, amen. I was gonna put it on this with sprouts and stuff, but it looks so good just cutting it up and just like having it, you know? Sprouts I grew, little pickled onions. Oh, this is gonna be good. Wow, I can't believe how well this turned out. You know, in the microwave and then air fryer.
Slow, steady. There we go. Steady as she goes. A little bit of my hot sauce. Put some of that on there.
Oh, that's gonna be a sick combo. I'm getting weird. I've been spending too much time by myself, and that happens. I get a little weird saying things like sick. This is gonna be hard to fit in the mouth. Oh my goodness. Nope, I got it to fit. Don't worry. I got it to fit. Perfect. Yum yum. And my chipotle hot sauce there. Who'd have thought adobo, steak in a microwave, and then air fryer would be that good? That is amazing. Well, I'm gonna fire up my movie and enjoy my dinner and my special time out here in my wild Moosehead.
He was to remain sealed inside his sarcophagus.
Okay, that's weird. I forgot that about this. It's been a long time since I watched it. Imitat, they like turn him into a living mummy thing. They live forever. But if he rises, and when he rises again, he's gonna have the power of the ages and be immortal. And how is that a punishment? That just seems like a punishment for everybody else, not him. Weird. Fish on 1 in the morning, and I hear the little bells of fishes as they rise to the bait. Oh, he's a good one. Oh, he's a really good one. Oh, he's a tank. Another nice fish. I'm gonna get some sleep. I got a couple hours before I gotta hit the road. Just a little fella. Little guy.
Just a boy doing Jesus things. Lecture hall and chapel hour. Flags hung high from every wall. Oh, to know this man named Jesus, to know him like they did. my holy, holy. Just a boy to Jesus.
Sorry for the abrupt ending, but it's Sunday morning. Time to pack it all up, get home to my girls, go to church and have some Sunday lunch, and relax and spend time with the family. You see, for me, Sunday is the Lord's Day, so I try to keep it as sacred as possible by making sure I'm always available for church, family time, and filling it with as much rejuvenating experiences for the body and the heart for my girls. So we're going to end the video here, but it doesn't have to end for you. If you want to see the Cusk getting cooked, go check it out over on the Catch and Cook Kitchen channel or that link in the description below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Fowler out.